Why every country seems to have a military base in Djibouti. Have you ever heard of Djibouti? It's a small African country of just 1 million people, yet it has between 8 and 11 foreign military bases. Some of them are absolutely unique. Japan, for example, only has one foreign base. It's in Djibouti. France has plenty of overseas military bases, but its largest base is in Djibouti. The U.S. base in Djibouti is Camp Lemonnier. It's the primary American base for operations in the Horn of Africa. Believe it or not, China has a naval base in Djibouti. German and Italian forces also maintain a presence in Djibouti. Spain, the UK, and Saudi Arabia built bases right next to each other. Russia and India have also expressed interest. But what makes this obscure republic so attractive? The primary reason is its strategic location. Djibouti sits at the mouth of the Red Sea. It's close to the Strait of Bab-el-Mandeb in the Arabian Peninsula. It's also close to the shipping lane of the Gulf of Aden. 30% of all the world's shipping passes through Bab-el-Mandeb. That's what makes it so attractive to pirates. Djibouti is thus a perfect base for countering piracy. Then there's the southern border with Somalia. Somalia has long been a hotbed of instability. It's home to several terrorist organizations. Maintaining a base in Somalia is very risky, but Djibouti is stable and reliable. So most counter-terrorist operations start from here. Another unstable neighbor is Yemen. That country has been gripped by civil war since 2014. All this makes Djibouti the perfect home base. What does the country get out of it? Why, it leases the land. This is Djibouti's main source of income. The US pays $63 million a year on a 10-year lease. China pays $20 million a year, plus commercial investment. However, so many competing militaries also create tension. Take the case of the port of Darala. That's where the Chinese Navy built a $100 million base. The United States was not happy about it. Washington has warned against giving the port over to China. China, of course, said it was just part of China-Africa cooperation. Djibouti ran into trouble when it failed to pay its public foreign debt. The debt surged from 50% of its GDP in 2016 to 104% in 2018. The primary lender is unsurprisingly China. This clash of two global powers overshadows Djiboutian interests. The government is caught in the middle. Meanwhile, all the foreign superpowers are busy expanding their influence. Many Africans accuse Djibouti of effectively backing authoritarian regimes. Countries in the Horn of Africa include Somalia, Sudan, South Sudan, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Eritrea. All of them are highly authoritarian. These regimes are supported by various foreign players. Many of them rely on their military bases to exert pressure, and the bases are concentrated in Djibouti. This may not bode well for the country's own future, but the competition for bases continues. Japan opened its sole foreign base there in 2009. Djibouti immediately signed a unique deal with Tokyo. Japan was granted criminal jurisdiction to conduct its operations in Djibouti. In 2023, an internal power struggle turned into a civil war in Sudan. Japan sent its aircraft to Djibouti to evacuate foreign diplomats. The Japanese had stayed out of active war zones since World War II. But if you've got an overseas military base, why not use it?